Hey everyone, what's up? It's Candace. So, I realize I haven't posted in a while, and there's a couple reasons why. It's because, one, I never really find anything important to talk about, and I'm not one of those people who just does random videos. I mean, my profile does show that I do random videos, but with the fact that I turned 21 in like a week, I haven't exactly had the time with trying to get my life together. So, recently I have found a topic to talk about, and it's a topic that comes a little close to home, and a little close to home with a few people that I know. And it's something that I've noticed for years that a lot of people like to complain about. So, I noticed the other day on this group that I'm in, on Facebook, and the group is called Self-Harm Awareness and Support, which kind of in the title it says what the group is about. And it's basically, there's one day out of every year that is Self-Harm Awareness Day. And it's just one day to show the world that there are people out there who do self-harm to try and, I guess, help them feel better in the situations that they are in. Well, my friend had created this group so that there isn't just one day, there's 365, however many days in a year there are, to help someone support them through the problems that they're going through, and to, I guess, kind of put on hold the self-harm so that they know that there are other ways to release all of that stress and anger and negative emotions. Well, one of the girls on this group pointed out a status that someone made a while ago on Facebook, I believe like 4 days ago. And this is what the status says. People that cut want to be emo. You see kids in Africa that are forced to become soldiers and kill their own parents. Girls in Africa that are forced to be prostitutes, hanging in there just to survive, cutting themselves. Oh, you don't know, it makes you feel better, it relieves stress, I don't mind the scars. He puts an angry face, smash my head, fucking grow some balls, bitch. You don't live in a third world country. Live in their shoes and then bitch. Cutting is wrong and stupid anyways. Don't be backing up cutting because you're going to look retarded. Shit, even mentally challenged people don't cut, and they have a better reason to cut than you do. My opinion on this is narrow-minded people think that there is only one way to release negative emotions, and that's grin and bear it. Third world countries are a lot different than first world countries. Yes, some people do not have a good enough reason to cut themselves. Nay, there really isn't a good enough reason to cut yourself in the first place. But if that is the only way that you can find yourself to release all of the negative emotions that you've been holding inside, that you have been feeling, then so be it, and do it, but don't make a habit of it. Now, I can't really be judgmental on this because when I was younger I used to do it a lot, mind you, every now and then, rather than drinking or smoking, I will do this because cutting is an addiction. Just like drugs, just like alcohol, just like smoking cigarettes, it is an addiction. You take away one addiction, someone goes to another. So you take away cutting, that person will probably go to alcohol. You take away the alcohol, that person will go to drugs. You take away drugs, that person will go to smoking cigarettes, or being bulimic or anorexic, or finding some other way to get all of that negative emotion, the loneliness, the sadness, the anger, the stress, all of that. They will find some way to get that out. You cannot live your life just grinning and bearing every little thing that happens to you. And you can't judge people based on what they do because you don't know what happens behind closed doors. For all you know, that friend of yours who has the scars on their arms, they could have been beaten by someone in their family. They could have had seen something traumatic like someone die right in front of them. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. You don't know what causes people to cut. For all you know, the way that you treat that person that you talk badly about in, say, your science class, for all you know, you could be the reason why they're cutting themselves. And one of the things that people don't realize is the more negative you talk about the things that people do, the more you put someone down for doing what they do. When you're a cutter, that pushes you ever so closer to just ending it, to just telling yourself that you can't do this anymore, that you just need to end it, that you just need to leave. I'm not defending cutting, nor am I saying don't do it. What I'm saying is that everyone has their reasons for the things that they do, and you can't judge a person based what you see on the outside. If you don't know the details, don't judge them. Don't tell them that what they're doing is wrong. Don't tell them that those scars that they have on their arms make them a horrible person. Don't tell them that they have no reason to be so negative about things when a third world country has more problems than a first world country. I get why people say it, I get why people argue with it, but when it comes down to it, you need to focus on yourself and not what everyone else is doing. That is what this society is about, is focusing on everybody else but yourself. Cutting is a sensitive subject with everybody. Killing yourself is a sensitive subject with everybody. And for some reason, some people find it so easy to say that you're being an idiot because you're cutting yourself, or you're putting someone even further down. But before I make this into a huge rant, like it already is at like 7 minutes and 15 seconds, I'm going to digress, and I'm going to say, don't just grin and bear it. If you're having a problem, if you feel like you can't handle something and you want to cut yourself, talk to someone that you trust most than anything in the world. Your best friend, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, someone who you feel would understand what you're going through, or at least would try to attempt to, before you take that sharp object and cut yourself. It took me 21 years to find that person who I could talk to about everything, and I've been good since then. Just remember, no matter what happens, there are people who love you, and there are people who are there for you.